showdown coming up. Two of college football's premier teams preparing to duke it out right here on this field. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Missouri Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you, and Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, I caught up with the Longhorns head coach before the game. They are so excited about how they've been able to prove everybody wrong. What they accomplished last week has pushed them into the conversation, and now they've got to prove that they can be even better. He said, I felt like that was our most complete game of the season, but we've got more to give. We'll see how they get off to a quick start today to prove that to the nation. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. The handoff as they run the counter play here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick give. It's high. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd and long right here. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And the Longhorns have their offense in high gear. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. Second and long here. Manning. Between the hashes, it's Lockett. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. Hart's going to spin it again. Caught. Can White cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The Longhorns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward. They'll take the penalty and move them back. I guess an optimist could say it's still first and goal, and now you have a little more room to work with. Finds a crease, it Smothers. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Texas! Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Jukes his way for more.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Changing the routes with his receivers. Simmons. Fires to the wideout. Right side, it's Terry. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Missouri wants to go fast.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Looking downfield, it's Simmons. Rush right in his face. Takes a hit as he fires.
These receivers on these scramble drills are going to have to play with a little bit more urgency, because this pass rush is getting after the QB. He was flushed out to the left and wasn't able to complete that throw because of the hit he took.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Throwing Simmons. It's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He is in. Takes the fumble to the house. Touchdown, Texas.
Man, great job by the defense. Throwing the ball's completed, swarming to the football, knock it out, and then guess what? Be there to scoop it up, run it back to the end zone. Huge play by this defense.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. just this side of midfield. The defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They want to run this quarterback. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the design quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
The Tigers need to pick it up on 4th down. He's changing the play. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2. Simmons to throw for it on 4th. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Complete in the middle. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the 4th down, and it paid off.
Hey, I got to be honest, I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Motion from the wideout. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Here's Simmons to throw. He slings it deep to the left. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Tigers. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he puts through the extra point. Bringing it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Lockett. And the Wildcat is not working. They knock him down behind the line.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Throwing Manning right down the middle. Holds on, it's Johnson. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
and they're attacking the middle of the field. That's a big gain by the offense. And I know the big fella, I know it takes him a second to get going, but once he gets 8, 10, 12 yards downfield, those are big strides, and it's hard for people to keep up with them. Really nice job getting vertical. Nice play by the offense.
What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory. Now 1st and 10 from their own 45. Manning on play action. Still looking to his right. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he's got it inside the 25. They finally get him on the ground, and what a way for this offense to wrap up the first quarter. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Using his legs, it's Smothers. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Swamped immediately. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up. Arch is going to throw for it. Out wide right, it's Smothers. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Manning to throw. Right side, it's Wilson. Now the connection takes it to the 11. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Hits inside, it's Smothers. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
And the Longhorns will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll send the back in motion. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Tigers send out the offense to go to work. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Simmons. Got it in the middle. It's Huffman. At the 40, there he goes. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Missouri gets to the line quickly. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Wants to throw. It's Simmons. Look out! Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Second and long here. They'll move the wide receiver. Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. Got 9 yards on the play. It leaves him with third and a yard. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. Trying to establish the run. Ball is out behind the line. How in the world did the offense retain possession? Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Fourth down, Simmons. Escapes the pressure going right. He'll try to do it himself. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Throwing Simmons. Caught. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. Running inside, it's Smith. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Now on first down from the 30. They send the tight end in motion. Here's Simmons to throw. They're all over it. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Nothing but green grass down the middle. He's at the 20. And it's going to be a pick six. Touchdown, Longhorn. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Got an alley.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Simmons. Got a man. It's Terry. Turns it on at midfield. It's a seam wide open. He's at the touchdown Tigers. Once he got some room, it was over. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give him a different look. Gets the back moving. On the direct snap, it's Lockett. Rushes on. The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Timeout on the field. Missouri calls it second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now on second down. But a great return for the score.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point leaves us deadlocked here in the second. And he's going to bring this one out. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Here's Arts to throw. Caught, it's Johnson. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Got 7 on that last completion. They might be able to take a shot on 2nd and 3. Dropping back, it's Manning. Complete. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Fresh set of downs going up top. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Man, it's nice to have a quarterback that can do this. Last week he was unbelievable. This week, even better. This dude is absolutely on fire, in the zone, feeling it, using the whole field, doing whatever he wants, when he wants, how he wants.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Manning to the air again. Got it behind the line. It's Wilson. Gain of 9 on that one. Third down and short. He needs a yard. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. Manning from the gun on third down. Reels it in. Inside the 40. And he'll be ridden out of bounds, but not before a good pickup on that one.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Manning with a play fake. Throws to the wideout. Passes incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Man, quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Long way to go on second down. Arch Madness. Under pressure. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Going to work in the air, it's Manning. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, welcome into the EA Sports College Football Update Show, the Week 4 edition. So let's dive right in. We kick things off with Arkansas taking on the number 7 team, the TCU Horned Frogs. And it's the Razorbacks able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. And that makes it 2 victories on the season. They're nowhere near their preseason goal, of course. So how they handle things from here will define this program. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get into the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Second and long here. Making the adjustment. Throwing Simmons. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Looking to take a shot. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. To throw, Manning. Makes the catch, it's Lockett. And he's dragged down. They'll mark it at the 19. Into the red zone, it'll be first down. From the red zone, it's Smothers. There's some room. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line. The Longhorns want to crank the tempo. They'll run it on first and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Texas! That one will give them the lead. Third touchdown of the game, a third of his season total. He now has 9 on the year. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's Simmons to throw. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
This is the type of play that can give the offense momentum. 3rd and short from inside the 20. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Now they'll run it to the right here. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Manning lets it fly. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. Taking it the other way. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Here come the Missouri Tigers, the offense ready to go to work. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. To throw, it's Simmons. Grabbed behind the line, it's Smith. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Quarterback signaling to his guy. Simmons going long, and it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons on 3rd. Out wide left, it's Smith. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive.
And that's why, as a former quarterback, man, I love these drag routes, because if you get the right coverage and it's man-to-man and someone gets picked or can't keep up with your receiver, you just put it out nicely in front of them, they're going to make the catch, and they're going to take it a long way. Really great execution. Nice job by the receiver creating separation, and beautiful throw out in front of the target.
Motion from the back. Simmons to the air again. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the catch. It's Terry. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Simmons. Out wide right, it's Montgomery.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now 2nd and 4. Wide receiver comes in motion. Making the adjustment on the play. Austin Simmons firing again. Good timing on the quick out. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long, and you've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break, and they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats of what has been a tight ball game. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Give to the back. Shows him the stiff arm. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
And the Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain. They've got a first down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
They don't need a bunch on 2nd down. Here's Simmons to throw. Left side is Hoffman. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Missouri wants to go fast. Right at the line. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Simmons to throw for it on 4th. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Simmons. He wants it all. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Tigers. The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. And he's going to try to return this one. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Tie game, fourth quarter, plenty of time to work with, exactly where you want to be in this one. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Throwing Manning. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Getting late, pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Grabs it in the middle. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
Drop immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Arch is going to throw for it. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Oh, and he's going backwards. Defense not fooled at all by the Wildcat.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Quarterback changing the play. The give is to Smith. Down he goes.
Home crowd not going to love it. You got to throw the ball to win this game. They do not like the play call with not a lot of time left in the game.
And, guys, they really need to make something happen on this 3rd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Play clock was down to 2 seconds, but they call a timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Third and long, a lot of ground to cover. Lined up in the gun, here's Simmons. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down.
And that's a teach tape on 3rd down right there. That's a great job by the defense, being back, understanding it's 3rd down. If they're going to throw it short, man, I'm going to break on the football, go down, be very physical. You want to throw a slant, man, you make sure that they feel you. That's a great job by this defense, being physical, making sure he doesn't secure that catch.
Well, the offense and special teams did their job right here late in the 4th quarter. They put themselves now in position to win this game. It all comes down to the defense. Can they deliver? If they get the stop, they win this game.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Out wide left, it's Wingo. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking.
Quarterbacks have got to have composure. And I know this guy's thrown some picks. He hasn't thrown for a ton of yards. But if he can put a great drive together here, and he's got the talent and ability to do that, he can lead his team to victory in this 2-minute situation.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Got to get everybody lined up quickly, time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. Here's Manning to throw. Oh, pressure's coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. To the air, it's Manning. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled.